GregMO Roberts here. I've been spending the last week or so down in Toronto at the FanExpo at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, and I picked up a whole bunch of goodies, some of which I am now going to share. Where to start? We will start with, I picked up this comic, this Captain America comic book, but as you can see, it's the Canadian edition. So you have Wolverine on the front cover with sort of the Captain America shield, but it has the Canadian flag on it. There seems to be members from Alpha Flight there as well. I have not yet cracked the comic, so I can't tell you exactly what was inside. Next, I stopped off at Greg Lamberson's booth. He is a contributor to the Kill Reviews blogs, and I let him know that with the awards that we give out every October, we usually have a big giveaway at Kill Reviews, and he threw in some signed autographed books. We've got the Personal Demons book. We've got the Frenzy Way. I guess you can get a good look at that. We got Johnny Gruesome is another one. And he threw in signed copies of some others, you know, Cosmic Forces, kind of a short story, so to speak. Actually, there's 2 short stories, and he threw in a bunch of those. So we've got some that'll just be added to the great giveaways that once we get going, late September, early October. Okay, as far as movies go, some of the movies I got. If a Tree Falls, the unrated version. I know very little about this. I had an opportunity to speak to the director of the film, the producer of the film when I was there. It was an official selection at the Fantasia Montreal Film Festival. It seems to be getting half-decent reviews from sites such as, let me see, we've got quotes from Rue Morgue, Dread Central, and Ain't It Cool News. So I will be giving that a go sometime in the next week. Next film, Bereavement. Bereavement with Michael Biehn and John Savage. This is a prequel to the film Malevolence, a film that a lot of people enjoyed, not so much myself. But this one seems a lot more interesting, seems to have a little bit more of a budget. And, well, I'll watch just about anything that Michael Biehn is in, so that's on the agenda. Next one I have is Black Devil Doll from Hell. Now, I'm going to embarrass myself and say that this 1984 film from Chester T. Turner, who wrote, produced, and directed the film, I haven't seen it. But we're going to give this a view in the next little while and get a review up on the website. The next film to take a look at is Nutbag. Nutbag. So, I know nothing about Nutbag. Again, there were a couple of good quotes. Rue Magazine, the director of 2000 Maniacs, Gorezone.net, Independent.com. It says, Nutbag is a horrifying true-life story of a man who murders without provocation. The lonely, depraved killer stalks the neon city we call Las Vegas, killing young women at random. There seems to be no end to his madness. Enter the mind of a psychopath. Feel his pain. Follow him on his daily routine and watch the blood flow like wine. Again, that is Nutbag. We'll get that watched as soon as we can. Next one, Dead Genesis. Never heard of it before. It is a film. Again, we met with some of the cast and some of the production crew of this particular film. Again, it's a zombie film. It is well, let me see. It's based in Canada. It's a Canadian film. So. We'll take a look at that. Next, Nude Nuns with Big Guns. I watched this movie this morning, and this sister is one bad mother, let me tell you. This film has a lot of big guns and even more nude nuns. So if you like your exploitation, there is a lot there. It was a fun flick, kind of like a They Call Her One Eye sort of premise. Anyway, we'll be getting a review of that very shortly. The Dead Matter. So I met the producer of this film as well. It's a Canadian. Is it Canadian made? I can't recall if it's Canadian made or not. It has been touring on the. Oh, it has been touring on the festival circuit, and it does star Tom Savini. It's got vampires, it's got zombies, it's got a little bit of supernatural, gothic, dark fantasy as well. It was all right. He also threw in the music for the film. So Midnight Syndicate, Carnival Arcane. So there's 25 different tracks on this particular CD that we'll give a listen to. The next film, I have a problem with this one, meaning I have a problem pronouncing this one. The Ppepsy Tapes. All right, I'm not going to embarrass myself if I said it wrong, so be it. This film, done by MGM, much like Cabin in the Woods, the Joss Whedon film, starring Richard Jenkins among others, has been hidden. You can't seem to find it. It's lost its way on the shelves and has never really been released. I gave it, this is the unrated version, I gave it a view last night, and I'll be putting a review up very shortly. But I was very happy to finally find this film somewhere. So again, the Ppepsy, the tapes with the city that starts with a P. Versus the Dead. Don't know much about this film. Let me see. In a careless government mix-up, the deadly virus round 2 ends up in a small Canadian city. Unsuspecting patrons of a local tattoo shop are infected with the experimental germ, inevitably turning them into flesh-eating ghouls. See, this is reason why you should never get tattoos. I'll give that film a view a little later. Last film I guess I got, I think that's the last one in the bag, is a Serbian film. This is the unrated version. Now, a lot has been made of this movie because it's been banned in many countries. Not since the Asian film Grotesque have I known a film to get banned as frequently and fervently as this particular entry is. Without going into the details, we also had a, let's see, we had a link or a thread up on the message boards where a lot of individuals, surprisingly on the message boards, said that they would not watch this film because of the subject matter. I am not one of those individuals. If you tell me that a film is banned, I'm going to want to watch it to see, what depravity, what violence, what gore, what moral absence is there in the film that would have countries in such an uproar that they say that their citizens cannot watch it. So I will be giving that one a review as well, very, very shortly. Let's see what else is in the bag. I don't think a tremendous, a lot of brochures, a lot of free comic books. We got a lot of posters, which included let me see, we've got Chrome Skull 2, Laid to Rest, as well as Chillerama, as well. You can see that more. I like these sort of animated type films. The Ultimate Midnight Movie, and we got Tim Sullivan, Adam Green, Adam Rifkin, and Joe Lynch with their signatures up on the. I guess I should go this way, up on the top. So anyway, that's what I was able to score from the FanExpo this year. I still have. Unless we include, there were other posters, I suppose, such as Real Steel and a few others, but that's it. So I've got one more day to go down. Today being Sunday, I'm only going to go down for half a day, and I'll let you know if I pick up anything else.